Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. In this video we'll see some history about the President of United States of America. Okay, we are here and I wanna see this body in particular. Okay.
George Washington was a Virginia gentleman and a great soldier who became the father of his country.
George Washington was born in Westmoreland County, Virginia, on February 22, 1732. He came from a prominent family.
He had a very regal bearing. Washington's property holdings were extensive.
He was homeschooled until the age of 16, when he left home.
Imagine that he was homeschooler and that means he was smart, I think so.
Home to help map the boundaries of the English colony of Virginia. Then in 1752, his brother and his niece both died, and the 20-year-old Washington inherited his family's fortune, including their home in Mount Vernon, Virginia.
Oh my gosh, that home is amazing.
George Washington was a slave owner, that he had hundreds of slaves.
In 1753, when the French began seizing British territory in the American colonies, Washington, a major in the Virginia militia,
We're seeing here the first president of United States of America who rejected to be treated like a king because I think everyone was can call me Mr. President and that's it. That was humble guy and because I think everybody they saw him like a hero, a leader, of course, and he did good things, I think, and that's why everyone they like it. They wanted tried like a king, and okay.
was sent to defend the crown's claims.
Washington fought against the French and the Indians in the 1750s when he was a British officer.
He led several military campaigns, and after the British won the war, he sought an officer mission in the British Army.
He was turned down for a leadership position in the British military and was embittered by that.
In 1758, Washington left the militia and returned to Mount Vernon. Within 1 month, he married wealthy widow Martha Custis.
Oh my,
Martha, along
oh my God, this man is looking right.
with the property, made him one of the wealthiest leaders in Virginia and in the country.
Washington was elected to Virginia's House of Burgesses. He began to oppose the growing tax burden Britain was imposing on the colonies.
America felt that Britain, its mother country, was exploiting it for taxation and not giving it the freedom that it deserved to chart its own course.
George Washington was not a Patrick Henry or a Sam Adams or a Thomas Paine, any of the fervent extremists, if you will, who were leading the revolution. He was a more reluctant convert.
In March 1775, Washington was elected to the First Continental Congress. 1 month later, the Revolutionary War began.
Washington was literally the man on horseback who rode back to the second
You see now I am seeing here and I think they they have before I think he and everybody there they always they always they are with that cloth that's and that's good looks and it's 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 wonderful I think and I think that clothes and that look like a different.
Continental Congress, ready to take charge of the
He became the first president of United States of America and I am seeing here it's my first time seeing his history and everything. I want to know something about history and to to inform it, right? And that's
and army.
In March 1776, Washington's army won its first victory, beating the British in Boston. The British evacuated Boston, and Washington moved his army to New York City. But within months, Washington was forced to flee New York City.
George Washington lost battle after battle, but he never lost the war. He always lived to fight again another day.
On Christmas night, 17
oh, I think we can learn at the same time. Never give up, right? Because he was battle five after five lost. I don't know how many times they lost, but at the end of the day, he achieved. That's the thing. It's not what what um what you did or what we don't did. It's how we end and how we gonna end. That's I think is the journey to continue and never give up and only keep going. And I think that's it. I think that I here we can learn about him, and that's it.
1776, Washington attacked the British.
George Washington was a guerrilla leader. When he crossed over the Delaware River, he was using guerrilla tactics, stealth, to do it, and no one was expecting it to happen.
Washington defeated the British in Princeton and Trenton, but following those victories was a long, harsh winter for the Continental Army.
Valiant strategy was all about making it for another day.
Washington won the last major conflict of the Revolutionary War in October 1781 with the surrender of the British fleet at Yorktown. In 1783, with the war over, Washington resigned and went home to Mount Vernon.
Washington is pulled back into the political fray, back into Philadelphia in that hot summer of 1787, where they carve out the new Constitution. And he agreed to become president to help unify this.
That's where is United States. United States. I think I don't know who invented that name, but it sounds good. That's 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 great country, great nation, and looks a good nation and to be united, right?
New nation.
On April 30th, 1789, George Washington was sworn in as the first president of the United States.
Washington was the only man unanimously elected under the Electoral College.
Washington led the young nation from the Capitol in New York City, serving 2 terms as president.
Washington understood that for the democracy to be really a real democracy and for there to be popular rule and not rule by kings, he had to give up power. He had to set the example of the chief executive who voluntarily gives up power and goes home.
On December 14th, 1799, George Washington died.
When he died,
I think he is that was I am right. I am just reminiscing in my empty house that's it. I don't know, but the history is there. You can see, you can learn, you can research, you can investigate here in internet whatever you want. Now I am reminiscing that, and that's interesting thing, and we can learn something about that, and we can we can do the same thing or strategy. It's not only political or for country, it's about our life at the same time. And right now, I am just reminiscing, and he only I know his name, George Washington, first president of the United States of America. I know, and that's gonna be forever. We can we will remember forever that, and that's I think is interesting to learn and to see, and we keep learning, and we're gonna figure out then where it come from, where that come from, and all of these things.
He freed his slaves. He emancipated them upon his death. So Washington was, even in death, the unifying man.
This is Epic History TV's guide to the first 44